Okay, g'day everybody. I hope we're fantastic today. So today I want to talk about fact checking. Um, because I'm doing my counselling course and which I'm really enjoying. It's the second week, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm learning a lot. Now, there's a lot of people out there who seem to think, and this actually came up in the tutorial that I watched or the lecture I watched today, um, where a lot of people they will believe everything they see, hear, or see, hear, or yeah, see. Okay, yeah, see or heard. There's something else. Um, but you know what? Unless you like, everybody needs to get out there and start. If say, okay, here's a point. Now, there was a car accident yesterday in Western Victoria. A truck and a car were involved, and automatically, a lot of people will go through and say it was the truck driver's fault automatically because that's what people see. Now, I'm sitting there, even though I've seen some of the vision this morning about with the scene, I wasn't there, so I'm not actually going to say anything because even though I can see the vision there and I think damage to the truck, damage to the car, yeah, I've got an idea about who might have caused it, but I wasn't there, as I said, so I'm not going to comment. Now, it's other people that are going to be going on there saying, oh, yeah, it was the truck's fault, everything like that. The truck went through the give way sign, the stop sign, or whatever sort of thing, or didn't drive, whatever. Until the report comes back, the official investigation, which is going to be ongoing for quite a while. Especially the fact that two of the victims were taken by ambulance to or air ambulance to the Royal Melbourne and the Alfred hospitals, I believe. The other two victims came to the local hospital. Um, so until everybody has been interviewed about what happened, the investigators are not going to get a clear view unless both vehicles have dash cam to show what happened. Now, here's another thing too. A lot of people, I'm going to be going on here with heavy vehicles. A lot of people will have goes about heavy vehicles being slow on the roads. Now, we sit behind heavy vehicles. We're sitting there thinking, oh, why is this going slow? It could be there's traffic in front, or there could be multitude of reasons. Now, a lot of people will get angry and upset because they will blame the heavy vehicle, whether that be a normal sized truck, a semi-trailer, a bus, it could be a road train, it could be a B double, who knows? They will come around, they will cut that particular vehicle off and there'll be an accident. Now, there's another thing too. Don't assume if you're going to be chopping a vehicle off, the driver behind you can see you, especially if the truck driver has a bonnet or a hood, because they can't see. They can't see that far ahead. Even their cameras can't see them. Can't see. I've seen so many dash cam footages where cars have come in and the dash cam can see it, but the driver can't. Especially if it's like the driver's got their mind, they're focusing on what they're doing. They might see a vehicle come up on their peripheral, whichever side, and they might think, okay, because of their blind side and all that, it's gone straight through. They probably can't realise the vehicle's cut them off. The thing is, any car that actually cuts a heavy vehicle off and there is an accident, the only person I feel sorry for is the truck driver because they've got to live with that, even though it's not their fault. Now, and this is the thing, when you're out on the road, when you're driving, be more courteous with people. Don't be making assumptions about things. This is where people go through, they will make assumptions about others. 2018, I was notified somebody had posted some very vicious lies about me online. Now, and that they were lies because I was saying it to them. The person who told me about this actually believed what was said without any proof. And this is the thing that annoys me is people go through and they will say whatever they feel like saying because it's pure and simple. It is bullying. It's a toxic behavior and it causes mental health distress. Now, in my course right now, I'm studying about mental health. And you know what? I'm actually seeing a lot of facts right now about mental health. And you know what? It's astounding. It is astounding. As someone who's had mental health issues all their life, I'm actually astounded. And you might think, hang on, you're a nutcase. How can you be a counsellor? You know what? I make a perfect candidate to be a counsellor because I've actually gone through it. I'm actually a lot better than what I used to be because I've got a great counsellor who's an amazing person. And I can't fault her in any way, shape, or form. But there's a lot of people out there. The same thing is people have this thing. Now I've heard people go to a new school, they can't speak the language of the country. They're forced to go to the school. It's got the language of the country. They get bullied. Now, it has many years ago there was a TV show I watched, or a movie, and it shows something where it was a person that came from the Mediterranean areas. They had a good lunch and everything like that. They were sitting on the wherever it was, sort of thing. They pulled everything out. All the Australians, and I find Australians to be the most uneducated, toxic people in the world. And I'm Australian, but I found that over my life. Most of the Australians will go through and they will pick on the person because they are different. Now, I get picked on because I don't like Vegemite. Vegemite has something in it that plays off with my stomach. That's why I don't eat it. The same thing is, it's very rare for me to eat beetroot. Had it yesterday on my burgers, both meat free. They were fantastic. The beetroot actually did bring the taste in, so it was okay. But for me to eat beetroot on its own, there's no way in the world. But in a burger or a salad or something like that, or even in a sandwich, which is pre-made, and especially when I'm hungry, I'll eat it. But if I'm making it, I don't buy. I cannot tell you the last time I bought beetroot. Actually, I can. Not personally. Back in 1991, when my parents owned their shop, when we used to buy beetroot to put on hamburgers and sandwiches and everything like that, when customers required them. But personally, for me to buy beetroot, I actually don't think I ever have myself. Not for myself. Yeah, I don't think I ever have. I might have when I've done family shopping. It would have been on a shopping list. But for myself to consume, no way. It's not something I've ever liked. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. But all I want to do is say to people, if you're going to say anything about somebody or anybody or anything, do your facts, do your research. But you know what? Go and talk to the person involved. Now, people believe what politicians say. You know what? Politicians will only say what they think the majority of the constituents want to hear. They don't actually talk for the majority of the people. They will do what they can to be re-elected. That's what they do. Pure and simple, that is what politicians do. Now I shouldn't be saying that, but I've actually had that in personal experience. Back in the 90s, where I was working, we were given a written guarantee about something, and we actually all went through and said, yeah, okay, cool. 5 minutes after the person got in, oh no, sorry, I can't do it. We had a written guarantee. And that's another thing I'll say to people. With me, if I put something in writing and it's available for people to download, I can't take it back unless I put a disclaimer saying this is my own personal opinion or whatever it is, sort of thing. I can't take it back because it's out there. It is out there. It's like anything you post online these days. Even if you delete it, it's still out there. It'll come back and haunt you. And you don't know how much information employers or potential employers have to actually check your profiles. You just do not realize it. By the person who actually spread those lies about me a few years ago, it'll come back to them. Somebody, even as a private account, which that person was, I don't know if they're still, because I no longer have that up. But that person, if somebody comes through, they decide to do a check on this person and sees they've done this lie, they're going to think, hang on, why should we employ this person? Or why should we continue employing this person? Or why should I be a customer of this person when I see this information about this person? like, and that's the thing. Like, I've actually been pulled up on quite a few things that I've done, and I've actually had to go through and rescind statements or comments or posts that I've said, because I've realised that I've been pulled up on them. Simple as. Anyway, I just want to wish everybody a great week, and please enjoy the beautiful weather out here right now. It is just about to pour down with rain. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going for a walk for the next 3 hours because I love the rain.